Cryptozoic Man is the very first comic from the creators of Comic Book Men, including Walt Flanagan, Brian Johnson, Ming Chen, and Brian Zapstick. And it's honestly a pretty great comic. I mean, in season 2 of Comic Book Men, they pitched this in front of the creators of some pretty good comic book companies. I can't remember if it was DC or Marvel. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch. But it sounded like a pretty interesting story. It was about the urban legend characters of comic book history, including the New Jersey Devil and Bigfoot and shit like that. Basically, issue 1 contains various different, like, pop culture creatures and stuff like that, like Bigfoot and, you know, basically the creatures like that that are urban legend at this point, but everyone knows they aren't real. The Cryptozoic Man consists of almost trying to create an anti-hero out of these characters, and it's a really fun comic, and I'm not going to review it completely at this point because I think it will honestly just ruin it for everyone. Like, everything I basically tell you will be a spoiler at this point because it's issue 1. But it's a lot of fun. The artwork is incredible. Like, I'm not sure entirely if Walt Flanagan did all of it or if he just did maybe the original pencils and somebody else inked it, but the inking is incredible. Whoever said that inking was whoever was an inker was basically just a tracer. They go over the lines and all that stuff, as a reference in Chasing Amy, a Kevin Smith film. It's a really entertaining read, and I thoroughly recommend it. And it's a new comic book, and anyone that's watched AMC's Comic Book Men, I being one of them, I know that some of the other guys on the comic book cast don't like that show, but let's face it, halfway through season 2 they replaced the entire production team because the stars of the show decided that it was way too scripted. They hated how much it was scripted and planned, so they basically complained to AMC, replace the entire production team. And well, this comic book is basically it's a result of basically them being given the creative freedom that they deserved on their own show. And if anyone listening to this review hasn't listened to their podcast, Tell 'em Steve Dave, I recommend you pick it up. I mean, I know we don't typically review or recommend other podcasts on our channel, but it's one of those ones that honestly I listen to it all the time. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, Cryptozoic Man, pick up issue 1. I'll be reviewing issue 2 in a lot more detail because, as I say, issue 1, very spoiler heavy. I don't want to review it all. I don't want to spoil everything for you. I want you to read it and get to know it for yourselves. Issue 2 though, however, be warned, I will be spoiling literally everything that happens. And I hope you enjoy it for that simple reason. Or I don't know. I don't review comics that often for the channel, even though I've been with us since episode 4. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. I hope you do. Thanks very much. This is Tom, the British guy, signing off. Goodbye.